For some years, I was a school's what is it? A invigilator, examiner, and I've also taught in universities and in schools, and so often as we come up to GCSEs and A levels, students are going through past exam questions and exam questions that maybe the teacher may have invented, and I can say with my hand on my heart that probably 50% of the time in the run up to the exam we are doing questions which will appear almost word for word in the exam paper itself. Now, do I think that a student who has done those questions as a practice is cheating in their exam? Certainly not. Of course, I'm not talking about maths, I'm talking about English papers, religious studies papers, philosophy and so on. And this fellow, Emil Bednarski, who studies at Kensington Aldridge Academy, was penalised because he'd found one of the questions on his maths GCSE on an online chat. Well, it seems to me that if Pearson is not capable of controlling its security, and if its questions leak out onto the internet, that's Pearson's problem, not the problem of some boy who's sitting the exam. The boy was penalised because he'd gone to his teacher and asked his teacher for help in preparation for the exam, help with this question. The teacher, in turn, had reported the issue to the GCSE board, and the board refused to issue the GCSE to Emil. Eventually, Emil got the GCSE, but at a lower grade. It's simply absurd. And Luke Jenkins of Pearson said it was clear Emil had gained access to the question before the exam, but it was not clear if he had known it was going to be on the paper before he took it. Well, then in that case it's just like ordinary revision, isn't it? He said after realising he'd seen an exam question, instead of alerting the exam board, he deleted the image containing the trigonometry question. I see no reason why he should keep it. I think this is a story about an exam board which is trying to close the door after the horse has bolted, and it's about their failure rather than the boy's duplicity. I mean, the boy was clearly not cheating. The boy had clearly accidentally stumbled on something that the exam board left behind, something that the exam board allowed to leak out. It's the exam board's fault. The exam board should be extremely apologetic, and I think should offer some significant compensation and support to the boy and his family for what they put him and the school through. It's outrageous, utterly outrageous.